Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very exciting video. I hope you guys are excited too. I'm going to be playing my Aether Beauty Amethyst palette that I finally got, and I think we've all been waiting for me to play with this and see what kind of looks I can come up with and see if it is good or maybe better than the rose quartz. I have a feeling I'm going to like the colours in this a lot more. The rose quartz is really pretty, but it's kind of more of an everyday with a few evening looks in there, but this is going to be, I think, more up my street. So I'm very excited to play with this palette. The packaging is beautiful, as was with the other one, to be honest, and everything is fully recyclable, so I'm very excited about this. So it says on the back, 12 cosmic inspired shades in ultra matte, shimmer, duochrome and metallic finishes that let you create looks that enhance your natural beauty. Here we go. Here is the palette again, just as beautiful packaging as the rose quartz one, with the shade names on the back, and I know there will be a slip inside the shade names as well. And as with all the Aether Beauty palettes, there's no mirror, just to make the whole packaging fully recyclable and stuff like that, which I think is really, really good. So here is the palette. It looks very beautiful. I really hope these kind of colours really stand out on the eyes and stuff, because these purples look really beautiful. And like I've mentioned several times before, blues, greens and purples, definitely my favourite colour to play with on the eyes. So you've got 3 mattes in this palette, which is these 3 kind of brown tones here. And I like that they're different from the rose quartz palette. I will grab that in a second so I can compare them, but they're definitely different shades, which I really, really like. So you've got the 2 duochromes just here, look really beautiful, and I hope they perform well. These 3 definitely have some shimmer to them. I'd say these are probably the metallic ones, and these kind of could be the metallic or the shimmer ones. It's hard to tell, so we'll just have to see when I play around with it and stuff, but they look very beautiful indeed. I'll just grab my rose quartz just so we can compare the colours in both of them. Okay, so here's the rose quartz one, and these are what it looks like inside. And that is... So you can see they definitely have not got the same colours in there. They've kind of got it in the same layout, whereas kind of the more lighter shades are here and the darker shades around here to get the more smoky look, with obviously the duochromes metallic on the side, which is what they've done with the rose quartz one as well, which I think is a really nice kind of layout and things like that. Usually I don't swatch palettes and stuff like that, because I think, yes, they're great to see the colours, but it's kind of how they perform in the eyes is what I more want to see. But I am going to swatch them just to show all the colours off. But I am going to lay some eye primer down on the back of my hand, because I would never place an eyeshadow down on a non-primed surface, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do swatches. I'll probably do 4 swatches at a time, then I'll lay them up on the screen so you can see them all. So I'm intrigued to see what they're like. So I'm just going to take my Lily Lola eye primer as always. I'm just going to lay some down on the back of my hand. Okay, so I think I'm going to start with these 4 first. So you've got Centered, Meditation, Protection and Transformation. So those are the first 4 colours to swatch. Ooh. I like the look of that Transformation, which is this one here, if my camera to focus, that'd be nice. One there looks really pretty, as does that one actually, to be fair. Ooh. Oh yeah, that Transformation looks amazing. So there you go, that's the first 4 swatches. That Transformation definitely looks like a beautiful colour. So that are the shades, if I can remember. Centered, Meditation, Protection, Transformation. So that is that first 4 swatch. Looks very beautiful indeed. So clean hand, I put more eye primer on. And they do get a little bit of kickback in the pan with some of these, just to bear in mind. So I'm going to go then with these 4. I'm going to do this middle section last. So we have the shades Crown Chakra, Physic, Pisces and Amethyst. Ooh, so yeah, these are the darker side of the palette. those ones there. Oh, look at that one, that looks really great. So let's see. I've swatched them on the wrong hand. Right. So I'm just going to quickly eye primer up this side now because I've done that on the wrong hand. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so that one didn't swatch particularly great, but those are the colours. So those are going to be great for creating your more kind of smoky shades, for sure. Crown Chakra, Psychic, Pisces and Amethyst. Actually, the Amethyst shade's really pretty. Right, let's try and use the right hand this time. So onto the final middle section, which is the mixture of the metallics and the duochromes, which I'm excited for. So we have the shade, so we've got Mystic up here, trying to work out which way around, Spirituality, Third Eye and Transcendent. Okay, lovely. That Transcendent, I don't know if the duochrome's going to pick up as well, but that is beautiful. It's like almost like a black but with purple in it. That one's really pretty as well. Okay. Yeah, that Transcendent one's beautiful. It is like a black with loads of purple reflex in, so it gives them more purple off. This has got like blue reflex in it, this one here. Really pretty. So yeah, those are all swatched. Not all of them swatched particularly nicely, but I think we can agree the colours look really nice. So now the true test is to pop them in the eyes to see how they perform. So if you're interested in kind of my first impressions and the look that I'm going to create, then please keep on watching. So obviously now I need to actually apply eye primer to my actual eyes. So I'm only going to do one look in this video, because obviously in one of my previous ones I did that one palette 3 looks. I'm going to try and put as many colours on my eyes as possible to test them out. But I will be doing multiple looks with this if it works well. And looking at it, I feel like I could create quite a few looks with this. I'm going to take this shade here, Transformation, because this is the one that I thought looked really beautiful. Yes, you will get some fallout in the pan, just to let you know. Tap off the brush. So I'm using a shading brush. This is the E20 from 100% Pure. I'm going to pop this onto the lid. Ooh. That is definitely a very beautiful shade. Okay, I'm going to pick a little bit more up and go over it. I will blend out in a second, but I just want to lay this colour down. So I am using this dry. In the rose quartz I did find you have to wet them. I think quite possibly I don't need to wet that shade at all, because that is beautiful. But I'm going to lay down the colour on the other eye, and then I will blend that out in a second. That definitely is a beautiful shade for sure. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. I'm not going to add any product to it. So this is just the E40. It does look stained, but it is clean, I will promise that. I'm just going to go over these edges. And blend up into the crease a little bit. Only slightly, because I'm going to go with some of the matte shades to do that better in a second. But this first shade is definitely a winner in my eyes. I'm going to do some stuff in the crease now. I think I'm going to take the shade... What shade's this? Take the shade Center, so one of the matte shades, on a crease brush. And yep, like I said, you do get some fallout in these pans, so just be careful. But kickback and fallout means it tends to be a lot more pigmented, so just tap off your brush and you'll be fine. So then I'm going to take this through the crease. I would say the browns in this palette are very rich. Kind of like, especially that Crown Chakra, it's a very chocolatey looking brown. Very pretty. And I love the fact you got the grey and black smoky ones. Although, because the black one does have specks of shimmer in there, so I would like one more matte, but then I've got the rose quartz one that does have more of the matte kind of dark grey shade, so that's not the end of the world. And yeah, I will tidy it around the outer portion as well. I have done the base, but I can just quite easily go in and fix stuff. It's not too bad. I will say I'm getting a little bit of fallout with this palette, but it's nothing crazy, and I can quite easily sweep it away. So that's just something else just to bear in mind. Then to blend that shade out, I'm going to keep my 100% Pure brush, the fluffy one, clean, so I can use it just to blend out everything right at the end. So I'm next going to go in with this brush here. This is the base shadow brush from Real Techniques. Go in with the shade Meditation, which is kind of the lightest matte brown in this palette. Pick some up, tap off, and just use that to soften these edges. Yeah, you really just need to dap in, tap off, because that's enough pigment for this. I have to say the blending, like these are blending so beautifully right now, and I know I've brought it quite far up to the brow bone, but that's fine. I'm going to put one of the highlighting shimmers just here, just to kind of highlight the brow bone in a second, but just going in with this shade just to blend out that previous shade. I'm just going to take my concealer brush and just tidy up this inner corner where I brought it too far across. Just soften it and then tidy up these edges slightly here. Whilst I'm there, I am just going to quickly highlight the brow bone. So I'm going to use the shade Mystic, this one just here. Pick a little bit up. That's a beautiful shade. I think it's safe to say the shimmers and falls on this palette so far perform much better than the rose quartz, but then maybe the rose quartz is meant to be more like a wearable daytime one, whereas this is more intense with the pigmentation and stuff like that, which I think is beautiful. So yeah. Okay, so on the flat shading brush, I'm going to take some of this more duochrome one down here called Transcendent, which is kind of like, it looks purple on the camera, but it's definitely got more of a black undertone with loads of purple reflex through it. So this is a pretty shade as well. Oh, you know what, I can imagine going with a full-on black smoky eye and popping this one onto the lid would really create this beautiful kind of party look, I think. So I might do that nearer to Christmas and New Year, because that'd be an amazing kind of real glam party look. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. I haven't picked up any more product on this brush, I'm just using what's ever on it to help blend that shade out. But yeah, these blend really easily together. I might just lighten this inner portion of the lid, so I'm going to go in with the shade Third Eye, which is a beautiful kind of lilac lavender colour in the palette. Let's pick some up on the same brush, because this shading brush seems to work nicely. Oh, yeah. Pop it on there. So I've pretty much just hidden that transcendent colour. Was it transcendent? transformation colour, which was amazing, but I'm kind of just testing out all the colours, so I will use that colour again for sure because that was a beautiful colour. I'm loving how this is turning out so far. What shades haven't I really played with yet? So I might go quite dark on the lower lash line. So I'm going to take the shade Amethyst first. It's this one here. I'm going to take it on. Preferably a clean brush. Pencil brush. Pick some up. Tap off and run that just along here. Crikey. Then I'm going to take some of Pisces, again on a pencil brush, same pencil brush, and just on the outer portion pop this. Just to amp up the smokiness there. I'm actually going to take a bit more of Amethyst and just blend those two colours together. Next fluffy brush, take the shade Meditation. This one here, and just use that just to soften out so it's not so harsh under here. What I'm going to do is just take my concealer brush and just tidy up a bit more under here. I'm actually going to pack on a bit more of Mystic, the champagne shade. Re-intensify this bit and just drag it along the lower bit as well a little bit. Okay, I'm going to chuck on some mascara quickly. I'm going to take the Lily Lolo Big Lash Mascara and give my upper lashes a good couple of coats. Okay, for lips I'm going to take my Bonacos Brown Lip Liner. Go in my Jane Ardell product. That is this look complete. So I'm 100% in love with this look. I love the colours in this. This definitely outperforms the Rose Quartz, but like I said, maybe they're going for more of a wearable palette with this one, which would kind of make sense. And if you're like, I think this is pretty still, and for like bridals it'd be amazing and things like that, but for me, who loves colour to play with stuff, this honestly is amazing, and it's definitely lived up to my expectations and has been better as well. So I'm so glad I picked this up. The purples are just beautiful. I played with the majority of the colours, I think. I didn't get to play with this kind of more browny shimmer or the really rich purple, purple brown, or these two here, but I definitely know I can do so many more looks with that, because I definitely want to do another one using Transformation, this one here, because I did kind of cover it all up with the other purples, but that's just because I wanted to play with the colours and see what they look like on the eyes and stuff. But I'm thoroughly happy with this palette. So a few things just to note as well, if you are going to get it, is I'd say there's a lot more kickback in this one than the Rose Quartz one, but in my opinion it's because it's got more pigmentation, so you literally only need to like tap in the brush, do that and pop it on your lid and you'll get great pigmentation, and you can just build up that way. That shading brush I use, which is the 100% Pure E20 shading brush, worked perfectly for these colours. I didn't wet any of them, which I did with the Rose Quartz, and I don't think I needed to be honest. Maybe you could, just to make it really stand out. Yeah, I'm really loving this palette, because I wish one of these, maybe that one was maybe a matte, because it is, I don't know if you want to see, possibly not, there is some purple like specks to it. But then like I said, I've got this one which has got the matte colour greys and dark greys in there that I could use instead. But I love the colours of this. The mattes are still just as blendable as they were in the Rose Quartz, but they're definitely much more richer tones this time. Like, I'm looking forward to playing with this Crown Chakra, because it's just such a beautiful rich brown. And yeah, I think you could possibly create some daytime looks and use more of the mattes and just like, what was this, Mystic? Yeah, but it's much more of like a amped up colour palette for sure. And I like how it's not just all purple, so you could do like the browns with the bronzy tone, or like the greys with pop something. Like I said, if I created like a black smoky eye and put transcendent all over the lid, I think that'd be amazing, really deep smoky eye. And I might do that nearer to like the festive time, just like as a party makeup look. But yeah, I purposely only want to do one look for this video, just to kind of play with the colours, because I feel like I could create quite a lot of looks with this palette, and I'm very excited to do so. So I will play with this very soon. I've actually already filmed the next look coming up, which is actually a slightly more festive look, and then I'll probably do another video straight after that with this one, just because I want to play with some other colours in this and create some other looks. Actually, let me know kind of what colour you want me to focus on in the next look, and I'll do that. Yeah, I'm really happy about it. It does get a little bit messy because of the fallout and stuff, but in all honesty, everything about it I absolutely love, and I'm so happy I got this. And I did get the Solstice palette as well, which I'm going to save for a little bit later on to play with. I'm kind of focusing on this one for now. But yeah, but I really hope you enjoy this video. I absolutely love this palette. I would 100% recommend it. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Any future videos, also requests, leave down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.